Eve Macaro, the daughter of a cultist couple, was taken away from the cult by Javier, her father, which unfortunately led to the death of her mother. Months later, the cult raids their home.
You took what was not rightfully yours. We opened our hearts to you.
New York Continental owner finds Eve and takes her to the Ruska Roma, where she meets the director and eventually agrees to enlist as a bloody assassin.
Don't let them steal your future.
Thank you, Mr. Winston.
Well, you are most welcome.
Over the years, she trains hard as a ballerina and an assassin under the cult.
Improvise, adapt, cheat. It is time.
What are you talking about?
She is given a tough task of killing a fellow Ruska Roma assassin who had failed in her duties. Eve successfully graduates from the program after this, and at one point, she encounters John Wick, who was visiting the director to ask for safe passage to Casablanca. John advises Eve to quit her violent path, but this falls on deaf ears.
Rubber bullets? Problem?
She is given her first ward, an heiress, to
I have
protect.
the principal inside. Stand by. It's okay.
2 months after successfully completing a contract, she is vehemently attacked by an assassin, whom she eliminates and identifies as a cultist, bearing a tattoo similar to the one on the hand of her father's killer.
You knew who they were.
How dare you?
Seeking revenge, she confronts the director about the cult, but is warned off from pursuing them due to a long-standing truce that exists between them. That night, Eve disobeys the director and pays a visit to the Continental in New York to meet Winston, who reveals that one cultist, Daniel Pine, is staying at the Prague Continental with a large bounty on his head.
Shall we? Pine. Hard copy, please.
Eve immediately travels there and books a room, unaware that the entire hotel is surrounded with assassins. She quickly infiltrates Pine's room and discovers he has a daughter who he is protecting from the cult.
Man with your mark murdered my father.
Daniel Pine.
You have no idea what you just walked into, do you?
A member of the cult increases the bounty on Pine's head, causing multiple assassins to invade Pine's hotel room.
You gotta help me get Ella out of here.
With little available option, Pine entrusts Ella to Eve, promising to give her information about the cult later. As they exit the hotel, Pine is shot while Lena incapacitates Eve and kidnaps Ella.
Yes?
We have the girl. I left her for Continental security.
The Continental staff executes 2 captured assassins for their attack, but spares Eve because she didn't start the fight. Eve refuses to give up, and so she pays a visit to a weapons dealer, and while purchasing arms from Frank the dealer, the cult tracks Eve down and invades the shop. After Eve terminates the assassins, Frank reveals the location of the cult base. Eve's search takes her to the Austrian town of Hallstatt, where its citizens seem to live a controlled, or rather extremely regulated life. It turns out that all inhabitants of this town are assassins, and Eve quickly comes under attack yet again. After surviving the first wave of attacks, she encounters more of the cultists, and this time, Eve is eventually captured and brought to the Chancellor, who quickly identifies her Ruska Roma affiliation. Eve reveals her plot to kill the Chancellor, after which he remembers her, informing Lena that she is Eve's older sister.
Men came into my house, men from your tribe.
You don't remember me, do you?
After breaking free and escaping, Eve is cornered by Lena, who further explains their kinship, stating that Javier, their dad, abandoned her during his escape as he feared that the cult had already indoctrinated her. While the conversation continues, the Chancellor, who happens to be their grandfather, orders their death.
This isn't done until you're dead.
The Chancellor calls the director of the Ruska Roma to declare war due to Eve's actions. But the director explains that Eve has gone rogue and appeases the Chancellor by hiring John Wick to eliminate Eve.
She has made her choice.
John arrives Hallstatt by train and immediately tracks Eve down.
The Baba Yaga. Leave the wolf to its prey.
She sent you here to kill me? You told me I could leave, that it was my choice.
After defeating Eve, he implores her to quit her pursuit, but Eve pleads for revenge, prompting John to be sympathetic, eventually sparing her and giving her until midnight to kill the Chancellor, after which he will terminate her. Eve resumes fighting the cult across Hallstatt, and surprisingly, John assists her from a distance.
John Wick.
Come on, he's only one man.
The Chancellor gets scared and attempts to flee, but Eve corners them. He is left with no choice but to reason with Eve.
Whatever happens here.
John informs the director of the Chancellor's death, which she accepts. Ella reunites with her dad, who survived the attack and is recovering at the Prague Continental. While attending a ballet performance by her friend Tatiana, she learns of a $5 million bounty on her head and quickly leaves the theater. This is Falcon Recaps. Thanks for watching.